Hey y'all, Mr. JK, um, going live uh, after being off for a while of a hiatus. It looks like there's a lot of sporting events being canceled due to this coronavirus thing that's going on. Thus far, the NBA has pretty much suspended league operations until further notice. I don't know when that's going to be picking up, but according to an article that I just read, at least two Utah Jazz players are uh, have tested positive for the coronavirus, and any team that has played them uh, within the last um, 10 days or so are required to be tested, as they were um, pretty much around the players that have been affected by the coronavirus. Um, all the conference tournaments from the NCAA have totally been canceled, so there's no real way to pretty much um, get a seeding in the NCAA tournament this year. And as I just read in an article on CBS Sports at this moment, um, the president of the NCAA basketball operations has announced that they are not going to be running the NCAA tournament this year due to the fact that they can't come to an agreement on how to run it since the coronavirus has affected it, which pretty much kind of frees up my time to do a lot of other things at this moment, because at this time I'm usually prepping up to um, pretty much keep track of who's going to be in and who's going to make it and all that stuff throughout um, March for the basketball tournament. But this year, for the first time since 1999, I am not going to be able to um, have a bracket or two right in front of me, um, electronic or paperized. So, therefore, you won't get Mr. JK picks for who's going to be winning round by round or who's going to be winning it overall at the very beginning. Uh, some baseball operations have been postponed or suspended or canceled as well. The only sporting event that I can think of that has not been postponed as far as professional slash college goes is football that I know of. NFL still uh, is going to be going on with the draft, as far as I can tell. So that's something that we can follow uh, from now until then. But as far as basketball goes, it looks like basketball is going to be done until further notice or until next season. And there isn't going to be a real champion this year for the first time in who knows how long in basketball history. Um, Other things that the coronavirus has been affecting was basically the governor of Illinois has um, announced that starting Tuesday and going through the 30th of this month, schools will be closed. Um, there'll probably be church services affected by it as well, because there won't be very many people wanting to go out for a while due to the fact that they'll be too afraid to get sick. either by just coming in close contact with someone, or just pretty much like picking up the germ being outside their house. So I can kind of see that being being an obstacle for at least the next, probably the rest of the year. I mean, who knew that 2020 was going to be the year that everyone was going to be freaked out about going out and having to like officially making sure their hands are washed, or they stay cleaned, or stayed away from any germy surface, because of a certain um, illness is circling the country right now, as far as like affecting people. So basically, due to the fact that the coronavirus is going on right now, there isn't really much to report for sports. And so therefore, I pretty much will have to go back on like going through the history of certain things that happen in sports, um, and pretty much work a show, a few shows based on the history of sports, and then maybe do some movie reviews here and there based off of movies that I like and dislike. So basically, be looking for episodes of Mr. JK presents with a little bit less up to date info, and a little bit more historical facts of what's has been already. So, without further ado, I actually do have somewhere else I need to be. I promised someone from my church I'd be down there at that point. So, at a certain point tonight. So I really have to get going here. I just thought I would come on here and quick do an update, because I know that even though there's not many people that are watching this thing yet, those of you that are watching may or may not be worried about me, because I haven't been posting much very lately. But seriously, there hasn't really been much post worthy to post. Before I take off, a quick shout out to Jacob Peterson, John Pearson, Todd Hansen, as those three were the force kind of behind me even doing a show like this. And I am gonna be trying to do more shows like this, especially since I have a little bit more time to do stuff, and I may find myself home a little bit more than what I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first that I'm hearing about that. Then I pretty much want to be home. So this is Mr. JK signing off. Peace. I love your tie, Michael. I was raised